typical family in the from world right now to be able to raise a family of three, you have to be making close to $200,000 a year just to cut even. We're not really teaching our kids. I would say we want to teach them values rather than right rather than telling them fear things and do things because you get punished. We want to teach them values, what's right from wrong. And I would say till 11 years old, kids are very, very, they're very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're very impressionable with your parents, and then it becomes the whole focus from kids shifts more to their friends, and they're not really talking to their parents as much as they get older than that. So I would say it really, we're living in a world, and I think that this could play a role in as well. Play a role in it as well is that we live in a world where the whole cost of living and the anxiety of living really went so much higher. I mean, uh, typical family in the from world right now to be able to raise a family of three, you have to be making close to $200,000 a year just to cut even. So I definitely think that that stress and along with everything else and having the family and trying to balance everything definitely spills over to the kids. It can spill over to the kids. I think it's important to let kids be kids. I was talking to somebody who said, those houses where you walk into and it's immaculate, it's perfectly clean, and they have a bunch of little kids, and you question, are these kids able to be kids in this house? Right? People are almost so worried about what the neighbors are going to think when they walk into the house. I always say I love when I walk into my house and I see my dining room table is covered with arts and crafts, because that means my kids are actually doing things, they're enjoying. So I really think it's about really focusing on living for yourself, living for your kids, and really, I love this line that I always say is you either work to live or you live to work. And it's really important to make sure that we're working to live.